So today we will learn about the dissolution of partnership firm. So in this topic we will learn about the meaning of dissolution of a partnership firm, modes of dissolution of a firm, difference between a dissolution of firm and a dissolution of a partnership, and many other topics. Now we will learn about what is the meaning of dissolution of a firm. So dissolution refers to the wind up or to close down of the business. When the business relation among the partner in a partnership comes to an end, it is a dissolution of a partnership. But when they take the decision to close the partnership firm, then it is a dissolution of a partnership firm. When all the partners decide to discontinue the partnership firm, it is known as dissolution of partnership firm. And we all know that the relation between partners is known as partnership, and they are collectively known as firm. Now we will learn about the meaning of dissolution of firm. According to section 39 of Indian Partnership Act, dissolution of a firm is dissolution of a partnership among all the partners in the firm. It means dissolution of the firm means dissolution of a partnership among all the partners in the firm. Now we will learn about reasons for dissolution of a partnership firm. So there are various reasons. It may be voluntary. When the period or duration of the partnership firms ends, illegal activities are done by the business after the completion of a specific venture or insolvency of a partner. Then by giving a notice for the reason. Accounting treatment of settlement of dissolution of firm. So there are various accounting treatment, but before we will learn about the modes of dissolution of firm. It is by a mutual agreement, compulsory dissolution by notice, on happening of an event. It can be like expiry of a term, completion of a venture, death of a partner, ejection of a partner. It can be also dissolution by the court. When it can happen when a partner becomes a person of unsound mind, a partner becomes permanently incapable of performing his duties, a partner is found guilty of doing some misconduct, and etc. There are various reasons for the partnership firms. Now we will learn about the accounting treatment of and settlement of dissolution of firm. So in the accounting treatment, we will learn about all the assets are realized, outside liabilities are paid. It is made as per the section 48 of the Partnership Act 1932. In this, first we have to make a realization account, close all the asset accounts, then pay the outside liabilities from the money we received. If there is any surplus cash available, distribute in the partners. Okay. So now we will learn about this dissolution steps. So yes, it is first we have to make realization account, then partners capital account, then we have to make partners loan account, and then cash account. Cash or bank account is just made to check whether all the cash is utilized from the business or not. So how we make the realization account? So realization is the process of converting assets into cash. It is a nominal account. The purpose is to show the gain or loss in the realization. Its main purpose is to get the money out of the assets and pay all the liabilities. Partners capital account. So it transfers all the reserves, accumulated profits and losses. Balance represents the amount due to partners. The accounts are closed after the partner receive cash. Show capital balance as per given. Partners capital account or loan account. So it is of a two type. If when a partner has given loan to the firm, and if a partner has received a loan from the firm. If the partner has given a loan to the firm, then it will be paid by making a separate account, partner's loan account and thereby it is settled. But if it is a partner has taken loan from the firm, then the loan will be transferred to the partner's capital account. But in some books it is done to the cash or bank, because it is generally agreed that whatever the liabilities are there, we have to take money from them. So both can be done. Cash or bank account is made to check whether the amount to tally all the accounts and whether we have done properly or not. For this we make the cash or bank account. Now we will note some journal entries involved in this. First, all the assets are transferred into the realization account. Then all the liabilities too are transferred into the realization account. In this, goodwill, prepaid, these all things are transferred. In this IFR 2, for the loan we are transferring IFR 2. If there is an investment fluctuation reserve is too transferred in the realization account. Most of the provisions they are just as per the book value is taken in the credit side of realization. Accumulated profit and losses are directly distributed to the partner's current or capital account, and because it has no settlement to be done, so directly they are transferred to the partner's capital account, except that investment fluctuation reserve. This in the realization, what we do, we takes all the money that is been we sold all the assets we have and we pay all the liabilities. Then partner loan is also paid. If assets are sold for cash, then cash bank to realization. If assets are taken over by partners, so partners capital account to realization account. For payment of third liabilities, then it is realization to cash bank account, actual payment. Realization expense is borne by the firm, then realization account to cash bank account. Whoever will pay the realization expenses, that account will be debited. For payment of partner's loan to cash bank, if it has been done at a low rate or a high rate, then the difference will be transferred to the realization account. If any contingent liability is paid, then obviously realization to cash or bank. If liability is paid, money goes out from the business, obviously it will be done in the payment side, debit side of the realization account. Distribution under this stage, any profit or loss that has been come after settling the stage, realization account from realization account will be transferred to partner's capital account or current account. For like this, if there is a profit, then it will be credited to the partner's capital account, because when there is an increase in a capital, it is credited as per a modern approach method, and if there is a loss, then it is a debited. Partner's account is debited. Treatment of a goodwill, there is no such treatment of goodwill in the dissolution, but as I already told that goodwill will be transferred to the realization account from in a debit side. If it has received money after selling, then it will be shown on the credit side, bank account. This is a specimen of realization account in which we can see that all the sundry assets have been transferred, and in this side all the sundry liabilities, even the provisions too, will be transferred here. Then we have realized the amount from the assets and we have paid all the liabilities. Then whatever be the difference, if there is a surplus, if the credit side is more, then it will be profit will be distributed. If it will be less, then it will be loss will be distributed among the partners. So for any queries, please text me. Thank you.